Bore da, croeso e Gymru. More specifically, welcome to Mid Wales. I'm in the county of Powys at the moment, and I've just been messing around with the bike. I've put a lowering link on the suspension just to make it easier to get on and off, and I'm just making sure it's working all right, so I've gone out for a bit of a spin. While I was at it, I have also been doing some filming for a little project I'm working on at the moment, which we'll find more which you'll learn more about soon. Right, so I wanted to give a quick review of my Oxford motorcycle jeans. These are the AAA certified variety.
Oh my god, I've seen better legs than that in a zoo. Put them away.
So yeah, I wanted to review the Oxford AAA jeans. They originally produced a AA. I don't know if you can still get the AA's, but then they enhanced to a AAA, and whether that's involved the actual production being vastly different, I don't know, other than I believe that the armour is level 2 throughout instead of level 1, so that's hip and knees. Apparently they're supposed to be more comfortable than the AA's because their armour, particularly on the hips, isn't so good comfort wise. Anyway, I wanted to be as comfortable as possible, so I got those. They are a single skin jean, and their selling points from Oxford have been that obviously they're AAA, they're comfortable, they're wearable because they don't look silly, they're slightly stretchy, they're a relaxed fit, so they're not skinny jeans, and a byproduct of the design is that if they do get wet, they will dry quickly. Now, most times I've been out on the bike, I have to say I have been wearing waterproof over trousers, so I've not been able to test them. However, today I have deliberately not bothered to put on any over trousers. Now, the reason for this was I knew the weather forecast was probably dry, but you might get the occasional little shower. So I thought, well, if it's only a little shower, I can tough it out and put up with being freezing cold and wet for a while, and we'll see if they actually do dry out quite quickly. It's not something I'd recommend people try. I'm doing it because I just want to see how it works, and I'm prepared for the excuse me, for the associated discomfort. So anyhow, how have they performed? First of all, comfort generally. I've been really surprised. I was always a bit sceptical about biker jeans, if I'm honest, and I was quite happy wearing my 501s. If I wasn't going to wear leathers, I'd wear 501s. It has to be said that I always find them very comfortable fit. So I was a bit sceptical about these. I was really pleasantly surprised. I've ridden them for several hours at a time on the bike, and I found them comfortable. Yes, they're warmer than normal jeans. Now, I think that's a plus point, because when you're travelling at speed, normal jeans you do notice the coolness, whereas it just takes the edge off it. Now I'm out today, I know that it's not a hot day. I don't have a temperature gauge on the bike, but it's 8, 9, something like that. It's below 10 degrees. I've not got base layers on, or as us old blokes call them, long johns. Look at that. Ooh. I've got just a normal pair of jeans and my hairy legs. I've now been on the bike for, I'm just trying to work it out, 2 hours 40 minutes, give or take. So we said 2.5 hours. I'm okay, I'm comfortable, I'm not hot, I wouldn't say I'm warm and snug, but there again, oh god, that's hideous. But there again, although I'm not warm and snug, there's a reason for that. It is not a very warm day, and I've not really dressed for the occasion. Yes, it has in fact rained on us. I've had, I think, 3 little showers while I've been down this in Powys itself, and it's been alright. The jeans have got a tiny bit damp, but have they dried off quickly? Yes, they have. When I first wore them, I thought, oh, they're going to be uncomfortable around the waist, and they haven't been. The body armour, you'll have to excuse me because I'm misting up. The body armour has been absolutely first class in that it's comfortable and unobtrusive, except in one situation, and it nearly got me into an awful lot of trouble. Now, because these jeans were so comfortable and they're quite warm, when we went off to Iceland the other week, I thought, yep, I'll wear them on the plane because I'll be comfortable and they'll be nice and warm and comfy. And the armour acts as an insulator, plus of course it also acts as a windbreak as well. So coming from the tropical delights of Snowdonia to Reykjavik's Icelandic weather in November, I thought that would be a wise move. So I wouldn't be too hot on the plane and I'd be comfy, but when I get to the other end I wouldn't be cold either. However, this is when I found there's a massive drawback to these jeans. All was good, all was well, until I went through security. Yep, I got stopped at security. Now, Manchester Airport, I've got, you know, I'm not moaning at them, and I really want to stress this. It's not a complaint, this is just what happened basically. I go through the scanner, I get bleep, 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 bleep come up. Now I know I'm not carrying anything iffy. I wouldn't dare. So I know I'm not carrying anything iffy, but it bleeps. So they ask me to go through again. And it comes up again. And they're quite concerned, so I get frisked. They can't see anything, they can't work out what's wrong. There's now a crowd of people. It's getting embarrassing. So I said, well look, let me have a quick look, see what you've got. Now this is where things were a bit odd. The hypersensitive equipment at Manchester Airport only goes and shows up, I'm carrying two strange objects around my kneecaps. It's found that I've got, it's found the body armour basically. Interestingly, it didn't find the hip body armour. Now that seems a bit odd, but anyway, I'm then have a discussion where we negotiated quite politely. You know, there was no trouble. We had a negotiation over whether I was going to be forced to strip off there and then in the middle of the aisles in front of about, there must have been a good 60, 70 people there. And we decided mutually that this wasn't really going to happen because I didn't particularly want to. So I explained to him what I'm wearing and what, you know, what it is. So I get frisked for the umpteenth time, and he finds, this time, he can see what he knows what he's looking for, he finds it. He finds me body armour. He says, would you take it out? So I refused. Not because I was being awkward, but basically because it was going to mean basically undressing there and then and having a good ferret round. And I just felt this wasn't really appropriate for me to do. Although, you know, I understood the issue. So after another frisking, it was, oh look, I believe you. And I was allowed on my way. So I would say, so far, these jeans have got me into a bit of trouble there. Fortunately I got out of it. But yeah, go on an aeroplane at your own risk. But it does call into question how the scanners, which apparently can even detect an anomaly, that's better, of a tissue in your pockets, but failed to pick up my two hip body armours and did pick up my knees body armours. Oh well. So there you go. I'm happy with the jeans, they're really comfy. I'm even wearing them today and it's not very warm. But would I wear them on an aeroplane again? No. Definitely not. Not under any circumstances at all, ever. Ever, 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 ever. Anyway, hope you found that interesting. See you again soon. Bye.